guys, there we have it, man. There we have it. The Super Cup 2020 winners. And guys, let's be real. That was a good game. That was a really, really good game, man. There's a joke going around, and it's quite a funny joke. And they said that basically Sevilla, little old Sevilla, puts up more of a fight. These guys put up more of a fight than Barcelona did. Yes, Barcelona, they're the same Barcelona side that lost 8-2. So, finishing. No, there are a couple of things that I want to break down in this post-match, and of course we'll then give it to you guys to do like the whole Q&A. But very much, I think that this is about finishing, being clinical, and we have to now have a different discussion with regards to who's been the best player this season, because Chief Manuel, first of his name, Olusegun Noel the First. We have to have a discussion tonight, because again, my thing is, what more does a keeper have to do to win this award? Because I'm like, what else does he have to do? Because he's not made any mistakes. He's been strong in goal, but specifically, he has been clutch. And my argument is, if it's between him, De Bruyne, and Lewandowski, has been more clutch than him. But before we even go there, really good game. And Sevilla, just like Lyon and maybe PSG, but I think more so Sevilla, what they did is that they exploited Bayern's weaknesses. That Bayern, this is a beatable team. This team can be beat, and I do feel that if a team can take their chances and can be clinical, that's what it is. If a team can be clinical, they can be Bayern. No, Neymar had his chance, wasn't clinical. Mbappe had a chance, wasn't clinical. Barcelona, the less said, the better. Depay wasn't clinical. I can't remember the guy who already had the chance where he hit the bar. They went, because these aren't chances that Bayern give you. These are truly clear-cut opportunities that should be put away. These are clear-cut opportunities that you should be put away, and they simply aren't. So, but also just a thing of note. What was interesting is I think this is the first kind of like major European game where a crowd has been allowed to be brought in. And that's interesting. I'll be real with you. It's really interesting because, again, it's obviously not a full crowd and everything, but you could just see, like, basically afterwards, you saw the Sevilla players go and applaud basically, they went to go and applaud the fans who came through. And you can even see for them, they're like, oh, wow, it's been so long. Like, it's been about 6-7 months since we've actually had a crowd, so that's been pretty crazy. But yeah, I just think, like, looking at the game in particular, it's that psychological thing where Bayern always had that air of superiority over Sevilla. And I think that Bayern always believed that they could win the game. And I think the longer the game went on, the stronger Bayern were and the more belief. Like, I think Bayern, throughout the game, were trying to win. I would say by the time it got towards the latter part of the second half and into extra time, Sevilla were like, we have a better chance of going into penalties because we can't really match their intensity. So Sevilla were looking for penalties. That's what Sevilla were looking for. They were looking for, like, let's just take this to penalties. But Bayern were like, let's hustle. Hans Flick, man, every time I say, what the hell are you doing? Hans Flick is like, yo, HH, chill. I know what I'm doing. I'm like, why on earth? Final, Kingsley Coman. He's not started all the time. You're starting Kingsley Coman in a final. That was a massive, massive move because Perisic has started before. So that is a crazy move to do. Who scores the winning goal? Kingsley Coman. This match as well. You bring up Leroy Sané. What? Sané was doing well, and we'll obviously get to the goals that could have been scored, but Sané was actually doing really, really well. But then he then brings on Javi Martinez, and for me, I was like, wait a minute, because I already thought Javi Martinez was already sold to Athletic Bilbao. So I was like, what the hell is Javi Martinez going to do in this game? Homeboy comes in with a very, very well-placed header to win the game for them boys, man. So, but I think, like, look, Sevilla played well. They played really well, and Sevilla, you believed that they could win this game. And I think when Sevilla go away, they'll be like, we weren't outplayed. We weren't totally destroyed. We weren't embarrassed. We had the chances, we had the opportunities, but we simply couldn't put them away. We simply couldn't put away those chances. So Sevilla would just say that, I don't know what I'm going to say. Someone says he's a fluke manager. What do you think? Oh, you just talked about the fans. So, I mean, I'll get your comments, but look, my thing about it is that Sevilla, like, you have the opportunities. The opportunities were there for you to say what's up. They were there for you to say what's up, and sadly, it just didn't pop off for them, But I just thought that, because that's what I was surprised, because, see, Sane didn't have, and that's the thing about Sane. This was obviously a much more difficult game for him against far superior opposition than it was against Schalke, which is why you should never really judge someone. You should only judge someone by the opposition that they face. I know guys will not say, oh, what about Barnsley? What about Barnsley? Relax, chill. But my thing, though, is even if he didn't have his greatest game, who was the guy? Okay, even if I felt that was harsh, the sort of offside goal from Lewandowski, that was a beautiful ball from Sane. Beautiful ball, went over to Lewandowski, great pass, back and forth, and then boom, ball went in. So, and even for the goal that his was rolled up because Lewandowski fouled the dude right place, right time. So, and that is what a truly amazing player can do, where he may not have a great match, but he still finds a way to influence the game, and he found a way to still influence the flipping game, man. So, I think Sevilla could have won this, and this gets me to my Neuer point. And again, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. I don't know why Davies didn't start, because I was like, wait, Davies should be starting. So that was strange. Because I felt that Davies should. I thought Davies should be starting. Okay, put it that way. I thought Davies should be starting. Because Hernandez is good, but he's not great. Let's talk about Neuer. Lewandowski has had an amazing season. Had a superb season. Okay, superb season. Who's been more clutch? Who's popped off in key games? Who's really said what's up in key games? In very key games, who said what's up? In my view, I think it's Neuer. I think in key games, Neuer has come up big time. Because what's it called? It was, but the saves that Neuer made, because he was the guy, he put off Neymar for that 1-1v1, and remember that shot against Marquinhos in the CL final. And look at what he did again in the Super Cup. That's a 1v1. A 1v1. I feel Aubameyang scores that, or Aguero scores that. But that is a big time save, and he saved it again in extra time. So, and that's just what I have to ask you guys, and that's what I ask everyone. What more does a goalkeeper have to do to win this award? That's all I ask. I'm not asking much. I'm not asking that. What more does a keeper have to do to prove that I can say what's up? Because these are key saves. So what, a keeper now has to score 30 goals, score 50 goals, score 8 goals. It's a kick. So right now, maybe we will get to you guys in the live chat, but I'm conflicted. Why should Lewandowski just get the award because he scored the most goals? So yes, he's done his job well, he should be in the conversation, but why should he get it ahead of Neuer? Because yes, Lewandowski has scored an amazing array of goals and everything, but how many of those goals have been in key games? How many of those goals were winners? How many times did he score when Bayern Munich needed him to score? I'm not taking anything away from what Lewandowski has done, but how many important goals, critical goals did Lewandowski score? And how many important saves in important moments has Neuer made? I believe Neuer has been made the more important place than Neuer has. That's just my view. That's just my view. I don't know what you guys are saying, whether you guys believe it or not, but that's just my personal view. That's just my personal view on it. But look, man, Bayern Munich, man, and I think, which is why we'll have this conversation as we go through the Champions League. Can this team defend their title? Is there anybody who can say what's up to them? Is there anybody that can say what's up to them? Let me change hats, because this hat is a lot better. Is there anybody that can say what's up to these guys? I see a weakness there. I believe, put it this way, if those chances fall to Salah, do you think he misses? Does Mane miss? I'm not sure. If it falls to your boy Werner or your boy Havertz, does he miss? If it falls to Cristiano, does he miss? So they will face teams, because they're not going to change the way they play. They're not going to go defensive, so they're going to still play that aggressive attack. And this team can score on anybody. That is why there is a strong argument that they can defend the title, because there is no team they can't beat. There is no team that they can't beat. And if Bayern Munich are playing at a high level and it's on their day and they're playing at a maximum level, they'll be difficult to beat. But I just think that it is this. I don't see that kind of. But see, guys, and I'll be real with you. Even though Real Madrid said what's up 3 times in a row, did everyone really believe that they would actually say what's up 3 times in a row? No one did. No one did. But they had to. But I mean, I don't know how many times, whether they can, for another Champions League season, give up these amounts of key chances and opportunities based on the way that they play, because of their high line, give away these key opportunities and players continue to miss. It's like tiki-taka. Tiki-taka, but I know that there's going to come a time when you meet the wrong team, there's a wrong matchup, and that team is able to say what's up to you for that thing, and tiki-taka was no more. So I do, but again, it's about matchups, because I think this style does not match up great against a Liverpool, and I do feel that PSG is still a bad matchup for them because of Neymar and Mbappe. Even if they beat them, how many amazing chances did PSG have in that game? But they messed them. But if PSG put away those chances, it's a very different game. But apart from PSG and Liverpool, I don't know who else. But look, man, all in all, this was a good game. This was a quality game, well played from both sides. I thought it is what it is, because it's Champions League winners against Europa League winners. Sevilla, like Lopetegui did everything he could. Lopetegui, he did his job, because he put them in the best possible position to succeed. They were just unable to take things over to the finishing line, and because look, great save from Neuer, superb save, you have to score a 1v1. You have to. And if, I think it was El Nesri or something, if he scores that, it's game over. Because that was in the 87th minute, 87th minute. So if he scores, which is why I just said that is such a big time save. That is such a big time save. It's even more big time than that Garcia save, which is overrated, man. That Garcia save on Robben is overrated. But look, man, Bayern looking good, man. So we have that Champions League CL draw on Thursday, the day of Fur, and then we'll see who's in whose group and how we break these things down, man. Another CL, yeah. So let's just see what you lovely guys are saying, man. So from your boy Natsa, what does your boy Natsa say? So Natsa says, Koundé is the best young centre-back alongside Upamecano. He's the real deal and he's coming to Man City, baby. France have so many great players, it's unfair. But I think this is something that I think I was actually discussing. The thing was with Dev or so forth. Koundé is a good defender. Is he a great defender? But more specifically, is he a leader? And I think what Man City need is that they need a leader in defense. So I think what you want is Koundé with an experienced defender, Ake with an experienced defender, because Koundé is good. And because I was watching a few games of Sevilla in La Liga and watching like Sevilla on this run, Koundé is a good defender. But I ask you, Natsa, would you be confident, knowing how Pep plays and Pep's philosophy, would you be confident in a defensive partnership of Ake and Koundé? Because we all know that Stones and Otamendi is garbage. So I don't think that those two necessarily is how you say what's up. Bear with me, guys. I can just check on the battery of this bitch. Sorry. All right. Let's see what else you guys say, man. What do you guys say, man? All right. From Tudari123, is Benzema the biggest success story of the Brick Academy? Yes, he is. I mean, another close one, I would argue, is Sterling, because Sterling was a bona fide brick. But based on how much I ripped Benzema, how I insulted him, and basically because Benzema was like a Class B brick, and he was a Brick Academy stalwart. So literally from being in the academy for literally months, and I thought he'd basically be here forever, to now becoming upper tier 2. I think he's even tier 1. Basically, to be upper tier 2, borderline tier 1, that is easily the greatest success story, because I thought this guy was done. I thought this guy was complete utter trash and garbage when he was Cristiano's side chick. So it shows that there is hope. There is hope for all of you, man. What are you guys saying? From a boy, Coach Neres, man. Bayern just had the better bench, showed in extra time. Yeah, no, look. That, I think, was a key difference. Is look at what Alphonso Davies did when he even came on. Because also that's, look, you can see the difference between an Alphonso Davies and a Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez, he dribbles he moves like this, like Isco. Davies goes like this, straight. If I'm a defender, I'm more fearful of a guy that goes straight. So Alphonso Davies coming in made it far difficult for Sevilla to even go on attack, because he was just going straight at guys, pushing the ball forward, making ground, and just pushing Sevilla further back. You saw what Javi Martinez could do. You saw what Tolisso could do. So when you can bring on players like that, they just had more weapons at their arsenal to change things. And look, who was the guy that scored the winning goal? At the end of the day, it was your boy Javi Martinez, man. And all right, let me just open up here that bad boy. All right, what else are you guys saying, man? What are you saying? Gosh, I can hardly see anything, man. My God, man. From a boy Natsa, man. Did you forget about Laporte? That's a great duo. Oh yeah, I did. So I mean, Laporte and Koundé could work. Laporte, Koundé, Laporte, Ake, it could work. It could work, I suppose. But I still see, if I was advising Pep, I'd want Pep to have a very good old school defender. I think Pep sort of insists that his defenders are very razzmatazz all over the place, very sexy out there defenders and so forth. But I would advise him that, look, bro, you don't need that crazy razzmatazz to defender. Just chill. Just chill. The defender does not have to be that crazy. But yeah, it's good. It's good for an interesting partnership, man. So from the boy Axel, shout to Pohor members and Axel said, to be honest though, few players can finish under pressure like that. Axel, in your honest opinion, I know it's under pressure. Are you saying Aubameyang misses? Are you saying Benzema misses? Are you saying even your boy Kane misses? I don't think so. I don't think any of those dudes miss during that whole thing. From Los Colchoneros, man, Ocampos tier 2 minimum. El Nazari, and induction, please. Look, Ocampos, I would still say Ocampos is an upper tier 3. I'd put Ocampos upper tier 3. I'm not ready to put Ocampos tier 2. But upper tier 3, yes. I just think he's just lacking. Because when you just think of the players who are in tier 2, for instance, is Ocampos as good as Martial? Nah. When Sterling is Sterling, is he as good as Sterling? Nah. So, but I think he's a step above tier three. So he's in that kind of upper tier three, because like that upper tier three bubble is, oh, this is a pretty good player. Like tier three is okay. This is a good player. Upper tier three, this guy's pretty good. Tier two, nah, this guy's nice. This guy is quality. Upper tier two, you are one of the best players on your team. And you're now borderline world class. You're basically knocking on the door of world class, and you're right in that upper echelon. Tier one, you're elite. And chief, you're literally like at the top of the table. You're the king. So Ocampos, I think he's in that kind of pretty good category, you know. From the undisputed, Ballon d'Or hates Bayern. Remember Ribéry 2013. No, see, undisputed, I don't want to hear anything about that garbage piece of trash award called Ballon d'Or. Because this is the thing. If those stupid pieces of crap cancel the Ballon d'Or because your dumbass French league cancelled while everyone carried on, for me, we have to boycott that award show. We have to boycott that award show, because the sick thing is this, how it's so inconvenient, because PSG, obviously, they didn't pop off. And for the first time in 10 years, you have neither Messi or Cristiano. And because the Ballon d'Or, you've built it, and you've built your ratings around, oh, Messi, Cristiano, Messi, Cristiano, Messi, Cristiano. That's all dumbass back and forth. But look, man, as I said again, no one cares about your dumbass award, because a Bayern player is winning it. Because the Ballon d'Or isn't the only player of the year award. We have the UEFA Men's Award and the FIFA Best Award. They all count. No one is... Why is the Ballon d'Or more important than the FIFA one? They all count. And for me, it is now between Neuer and Lewandowski. I think before Lewandowski was far ahead. Right now, guys, we have to... Neuer is back. Neuer is back. It's between Neuer and Lewandowski. So that's the debate that we're going to be having. From your boy, Mohammed, Flick doing in 1 year what Pep can't... That's why I call him Lep, baby. That's why I call him Lep. And you're right. What Hansi Flick has achieved it's not even a year. He didn't actually start at the beginning of the season. So it may be a year technically, but he came in through like around the mid-season. So what is already, and remember what he took over. Remember the states that Bayern was in when he took over. What this guy has done is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. What he's been able to achieve has been absolutely flipping 100% outstanding. 100% outstanding, man. Superb work. Superb work, man. Look, man, Lep is Lep, man. What can I say? Lep keeps on doing Lep things. From your boy, Solid Chief, man. Thank you for super chat, Solid Chief. Is Neuer the most clutch keeper ever? Let me spin it back at you. If he isn't, who is? Because for me, the only other argument is Oliver Kahn. Peak Buffon was just amazing. Peak Buffon was just an amazing keeper who made amazing saves. Schmeichel, again, quality keeper and so forth. But Neuer has made... Casillas is a very good argument. Casillas is another good argument. Casillas has made some big saves. Casillas has made some big saves. But look at what Neuer is... At this period of his career, where was Casillas? Casillas was at FC Porto. You know? So when people thought that Neuer was done, he dropped a treble on you, and he's still making key big saves. And we all said that. I said, Neuer is done. You're finished. It's over. Basically, my thing is, when Neuer retires, we might, again, we have to check the things, we might have the sixth horseman. We might have the sixth horseman. You know, we might have the sixth horseman. But nothing is certain. But it's like his horseman credentials are too much to ignore. His horseman credentials. But again, we can only review his horseman credentials after he retires, man. But man, his husband credentials are very, very strong indeed. I say, if it's not him, who is more clutch than Neuer? Who is more clutch? From your boy Natsa, thank you for super chat, Natsa. Pep won the CL in his first season. Be fair, HH. But what he's saying is, and okay, fair enough. He won his CL in his first season. That team is the core of an international side that's won 3 international trophies. And you had Messi, a generational, once-in-a-lifetime talent. Hansi Flick doesn't have a side that forms the core of a German side that are winning any 3 trophies. That's not happening. Look at how they're struggling under Joachim Löw. And as good as Lewandowski, Gnabry, Sané is any player in this Bayern side that Hansi Flick has on the same level as Messi back in 2009? Because Messi in 2009 was still Messi. That guy was still amazing. Oh, and they had Samuel Eto'o as well. Okay, so those even Eto'o. And Xavi, Iniesta, guys who formed the core of one of the greatest international teams I've ever seen. So I'm not taking anything away from Pep, I'm not. But what the players that Pep had were better than the players that Hansi Flick had. So from my view, Hansi Flick has shown better coaching and management because, let's keep it real, under a different coach, we saw how the Bayern side were struggling. So I'm saying, it's like, I'm not hating on dude, but we've got to give credit where credit is due. Yeah, dig? From just loser, H. Oh. Guys, people in the live chat, can you please help this dude? I think this dude needs help. I think this dude called Just Loser needs help. Says HH, Mbappe wants to be separated. New contracts, baby. Just, Mbappe is leaving. I don't know whether you got the memo. Mbappe is leaving PSG. So either you want to, because Neymar is your man, so you can stay with Neymar. They are leaving. They're not staying there. It's not happening. They're going over to the next thing, man. So, come on, man. Let's get real. Okay, what else you guys saying, man? What else are you guys saying? Just a reminder that Sané has already won more European trophies than Man City has in their entire history. Yeah, it's deep, man. But look, you see, that is technically true. And I think if he wants to diss and he wants to abuse and he wants to insult Man City, you can say that. Which is why I say, Natsa, you got to relax. Natsa, I like you. You're a good guy, but Natsa, like, because you were talking very slick last night when I was on my Kai Havertz pop those bottles down, because unless you won a European trophy, then you can talk. But the way you were talking was as if you'd only won a European trophy. So it's like, look, man, chill. But my thing is, look, man, gosh, man, I can hardly see shit. So, question for the live chat. I'll see it. Do you guys still believe that Bayern Munich will defend their title? Yes or no? Question for the live chat. Do you guys still believe that Bayern Munich will defend their title? Do you still feel they will defend their title? From Prajesh Gimia. English refs seem to F up, even with VR. Hey, no, look, man, see, it is what it is. It's a machine. Technically speaking, it was offside. So they didn't mess up, it was offside. But my issue is, how does my pubic hair being offside give me an unfair advantage? I don't understand. The whole point, it's the spirit of the rule. The whole point, what is the point of offside? So you don't have an unfair attacking advantage. So you don't have goal hangers. My thing is the rule needs to be revised of where if there is space between the attacker and the last defender, it's offside. So there should be space between each of them. If my toenail, my pinky, is offside, how does my pinky being offside give me an unfair attacking advantage. Lewandowski's pubic hair was offside. Everything else was onside, and he now had an unfair attacking advantage. No, it doesn't make any sense. It's the same thing with the whole penalty rule. If the ball strikes my hand at any situation, it's a penalty. That's stupid. That's completely, utterly stupid. It makes no sense. So that, and also it was a really good goal. That's the annoying thing, is that VAR is going to rob us of some amazing goals because of extremely arbitrary calls. The ball from Sane, Lewandowski gave it to Muller, Muller gave it out to Lewandowski. It was a great, superbly worked goal. And I was like, oh my God, this is a great team goal. And it would have added to Lewandowski's tally for the season, but VAR, man, I mean, see, I don't look, man, I don't know about VAR, man. You know, seriously, I don't know about VAR. From Solid Chief, man, thank you for the super chat, Solid Chief. Thank you for the dome, man. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. So, from your boy Solid Chief, who says that HH, just wanted to thank you for creating content day in and day out. You're the best, bro. You deserve way more attention to the football world. I thank you, man. But as I said again, there is nothing better than doing something you love, and hopefully, God willing, touch wood, being paid for something you love. I said that my passion is football. I see here, the football hot, baby. We ride and I told you, the content crack doesn't stop. I told you I hardly sleep on everything, but it is what it is. Football never sleeps. Football never sleeps. So riding with matches this weekend, Barcelona's debut this weekend, West Brom, Chelsea, France is starting, Real Madrid, Real Betis, and we're back again because Wednesday, German Super Cup final, Thursday, the CL draw. CL draw on Thursday, baby. Chelsea, please. And the East group, give us the East group, please, baby. From your boy Prajesh Gimia. I was talking about the foul against Lewandowski in Sane's G. No, but both. Let's talk both, because okay, but I get it. Okay, that's foul. I mean, my God, man. Guys, what are we doing? Like, what are we really doing, man? Was that really a foul? I mean, like, was that really a foul? Because my thing about it is that, you see, the Sevilla players, the Sevilla players were playing like a classic European team, specifically a classic Spanish-Italian team, like Ocampos. If you breathed on Ocampos, the guy would just start doing Macarena. So Sevilla, thinking that like any contact, you sell. Was Lewandowski, because again, you robbed Sane of his goal, which would have been another huge dub for his time at Bayern Munich. Because my thing about it was like, all he did was just put an arm on it and then boom. But it's once the referee gave it that, then it just became culty. Because what these teams do is they study what the rulings are. And once they study what the rulings are, they manipulate it and do everything in the past. So they don't know that, boom, all right, this is what it is. So if you feel contact, you go down. That's what they're trained in. Feel contact, you go down and you sell it. You sell it, because once you're playing games at such a high level, all these little things is what Mourinho was saying to the Tottenham players in All or Nothing, is that you have to be clever. You know, and those clever teams are the teams that really win the trophy. So selling fouls, diving, time wasting, getting to people's heads, trying to get players sent off, selling fouls. These are all the things. But the issue is that as much as Sevilla tried those tactics, Bayern were just too strong. I think Bayern knew that we didn't even need to try this tactics. We are so much, not only so much, but we are just the better team. So because we are the better team, it is what it is. They can do what they do. We will still find a way. The player was leaning on Lewandowski. Well, I mean, I think what may have happened was, as soon as he felt contact, he then went back. So I think on the replay, you just saw him going back on Lewandowski. But the annoying thing about this is that All Lewandowski did was just put his arm on him. So as soon as he felt the contact, was like, but my thing is that, did he truly commit a foul? Did he truly grab his chest and put him down? No, he just put his arm on. It's like a penalty. If you put your arm on someone, that's not a foul, but people will try to sell it. So my thing about this is that you have VAR. You're telling me that you saw that in slow motion and you felt that Lewandowski grabbed hold of his shirt, pulled it down to give him leverage to then give the pass to Sané. No, he didn't, man. No, he didn't. But, you know, the call is the call, man. The call is the call. Shout out to Football Hub member Dan Boy. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for your membership. Who says most managers agents think Messi is better than, I think it means CR7. Why do the wait? When you say PR, who do you mean? Because do you mean CR7 or P? It has to be CR7, but what does the P stand for? Does that stand for Penaldo? Oh, Penaldo. PR7. Why do the PR7 fans' eye tests look abnormal? So, I never want to get involved in this whole thing because I think it always ends in disagreements, you know. And all I can say, my dear friend Dan, is to give my two-piece and move on. Cristiano has a better mentality, better character, and I do feel that he's a more clinical finisher. But in terms of playmaking, passing, dribbling, ball control, creativity, balance on the ball, varied attacking skill set, Messi is a better player. So I just say Messi is a better footballer. If I'm usually using the eye test, and if I didn't know who these guys were and I just saw them playing in a match and I just saw them playing at the same time, I was like, of course, Messi is a better player. Look at the kind of stuff that he's doing. But what I've realized that, guys, people just view football in different ways. And I can only view football in my set way. So I can't force you to view football in a certain way. Because I feel that the way I view football is how you should view football. You know, because there are great football players and there are effective players. It's like the back and forth that I did today between Mahrez and Salah. In 2020, I'm taking Salah. Because Salah's finishing alone, I will take over all the skills that Mahrez has. But Mahrez is still the better player. Mahrez overall is a better player than Salah. But Salah is more effective. So if I'm choosing a team, I am taking Salah in my team because that's what he can do in terms of goal scoring is of higher value than Mahrez's dribbling, his balance, his ball control, football criticism, all that kind of stuff. So it is what it is. But look, the thing about this stuff is that people will always argue. And the beauty about this debate is that we will never, ever come to an agreement. We'll continue to argue. Like for me, like I am never, ever putting Christian in the same category as R9. That's never happening. And I'm defending R9, Hazard, PLO, always. PLO over Xavi for me. You know, R9 over Cristiano for me. Zidane over Iniesta for me. Maradona over Pele for me. These things are set in stone. I'm never changing from that. Never. Nothing anybody will say Maradona over Messi for me. Never. Nobody will ever convince me that Messi is better than Maradona. It is never happening. It's never happening. It's never happening. No. But we will continue to argue. All right, what do you guys say, man? Gosh, man. HH has had the most messy versus Cristiano debates I've ever seen. I'm surprised he ain't tired of still addressing the debates. I'm bored of it now. No, see, but Coltoneros, be very fair here. People, I have not presented them. People just keep asking me these questions. How many times, you know, I've only made one Messi Cristiano video, which is still on the channel. I've only made one specific video dedicated to Messi and Cristiano, and that's it. That is the only thing. Everything else is people have just been presenting these questions and I keep answering them. And my thing about this is that why do people still trying to... The Messi fans will never accept Cristiano as better. Cristiano fans will never accept Messi as better. So why do people still make these long threads trying to convince the other people that this, but when you know that that's not going to happen, every side is going to stick passionately to their side. So you're wasting your breath, you're wasting your time on your brain cells trying to convince a group who will not want to say otherwise. But it is basically, it's one of those things about humanity that I just find fascinating, of like, where what you're doing is useless. What you're doing is not going to change anything. But you feel, you're like, well, no, this is proof that, here's the proof. Oh, look at this. I'm like, you can, if someone says, I'm loyal to this guy, you can show proof upon proof upon proof. They'll be like, no. But it is what it is, man. But guys, look, man, what are we saying about Neuer and, let's get that. What are we saying about Neuer and Lewandowski? Who deserves the player of the year more? Because it's between them both. It's between them both. De Bruyne, well done for De Bruyne for even getting to the top three, because I think that is a great achievement that he even made the final three. That's a great achievement, because remember, so De Bruyne made the final three. His team only made it to the quarter. So two things. Who deserves it more, Neuer or Lewandowski? Does De Bruyne deserve it ahead of Gnabry? Arguments can be said. Gnabry has had a better season. Or maybe they don't want to have three Bayern players, but guys, they did win the treble. So in them winning the treble, it would make sense that all three of them should be able to say what's up. You know. From your boy Armchair Critic, oh, here we go. Why rate Zizou above R9 if the latter is much better? So why do I rate Zizou? Who says I rate Zizou above R9? Zidane is greater because Zidane has achieved more. I've always said that the best player I've ever seen is R9. I've been clear that the best player I've ever seen with my own two eyes is R9. But Zidane is greater in terms of what he did for France and what he did for Real Madrid. But the best player I've ever seen in terms of who is the best, forget about accolades, who's the best, is R9. R9 has always been the best player I've ever seen. So, and if he didn't have the injuries, he would have been the greatest player of all time. Facts. So now Neuer deserves it. Muller. Okay, does Muller have an argument? Because you see, I think Muller definitely comes into that category of underappreciated. I think people respect him based on what he did for the World Cup and what he's done for Bayern. But I do think that in terms of, because again, Muller is similar to like Bale, where they don't really look great to watch in terms of it's aesthetically, the way they play the game, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing, but they're very effective. And I think that effectiveness really goes a long way in helping you winning a game. Would you rather get a guy who is super talented but hardly is effective in a match, or a guy who he can't really dribble, he can't really pass the ball well, but in a game situation, he puts you in great positions to win the game? It's all about winning. But Mo, are we putting Muller ahead of De Bruyne, Gnabry, Lewandowski, Chief Neuer? If we were doing it, I think Muller, you can put Muller top 5. Oh, for sure. Like, of players this to have performed this season, you can put Muller top 5. Top 3? That's a bit much, man. That's a bit much. Oh gosh, I'm talking fucking messy bitches. So Armchair Critic, man. Oh, so for me, Neuer 1, Lewandowski 2, Gnabry 3, Muller 4. I wouldn't argue with that. I really wouldn't argue with that, because Bayern Munich have been so good, they've been so exceptional that, see, the Muller KDB thing I think is interesting, because for me, my thing is, look, see, it's hard because, guys, this isn't about how well your team played. This is how good you were as an individual. Case in point, last season with Liverpool, season before last, with Liverpool and Barcelona, people said, oh no, Van Dijk should win because Liverpool beats Barcelona. Liverpool beats Barcelona. Van Dijk didn't beat Barcelona. And if you want to go deeper, who was the key defender in that game? It was Matip. Matip was actually the best defender in over those two legs, not Van Dijk. But Messi as an individual did his job. Messi isn't the whole Barcelona team. He's only one player. So as an individual, based on what he did, Messi had a greater season, better season than your boy Van Dijk. So for this is, De Bruyne isn't Man City. He still scored against Lyon. He still scored. So he still G'd up. Sterling missed the open goal. That wasn't De Bruyne. Sterling missed the open goal. So De Bruyne as an individual still had an amazing season. It's just that the rest of his team just went all the way down, specifically Sterling. So I would still say, because this is for an individual's performance, I would still say KDB. Basically, for me, KDB over Muller, for sure. I think Muller, you can put Muller 5. KDB, Gnabry, man. Let's talk. KDB, Gnabry has been very good. Gnabry has been very good, man. Look at his goal against Lyon. When Lyon were trying to say what's up, because remember, he scored the goal after the Pie missed his 1v1. Again, Neuer still saying what's up. Guys, Neuer, man. Gnabry, man. Like, for me, that's a discussion to be had. And I think, did you know? And I think it's almost because of the name. People are like, Gnabry, like, people, oh yeah, De Bruyne, yeah, we know him, we know the guy because he's always in that world-class conversation. Because Gnabry is not world-class conversation, people don't give credit for what he's done. So it's sort of like, oh, Gnabry, but if we just forget that it's Gnabry, who used to play for West Brom, Arsenal and everything, and say, no, look at what this guy is doing. Look at how well he's playing. He was also voted Bayern's best player for 2 seasons in a row. So this guy has been one of the best players for Bayern Munich. So him and De Bruyne, it's because De Bruyne has had an amazing season. City were just crap. So that's on Lep. But De Bruyne, as an individual, has carried this team and has done the workload. But there's an argument, man. There's an argument, man. Oh, God, man, this guy just bested, man. Fuck. It's always on my case, man. So just listen, what did he do? Should Lampard be sacked if Chelsea don't win the Premier League? Well, just besting, do they win the Champions League? So if he finishes trophyless, then yeah, I mean, he might have to get sacked. The only way that he doesn't get sacked and finishes trophyless is if you come runners up in the league. If you come runners up in the league, CL semis, okay, we can work with that. We can work with that. All right, what are you guys saying, man? God damn, man, I can't really read this shit. Lever should be number one. Okay, Mikey, then why should Lewandowski be number one? Why should you can't just say Lever should be number one based on what? Because see, this is the annoying thing. This is why it is called this is why it's called half hope football hot, specifically on the home football analysis. So you say Lewandowski is number one. Why? If it's purely because of his goals, that is a very short-sighted way of doing football analysis and football critique, because everyone has roles. So you expect a keeper to score what, 30 goals a season? You expect a defender to score 30 goals a season? It's about how well have you done your job. Lewandowski has done his job extremely well, hence why he's in the conversation. But my thing is, Neuer has been an amazing keeper this season. Lewandowski has been an amazing striker. So now what should differentiate them? And what I think differentiates them is that, okay, you've both been amazing. How important were your goals? How important were your saves? When did you score your goals? When did you make your saves? And for me, if you stack it up, Neuer's saves have been more important and has come at more key moments than Lewandowski's goals. If you look through the Champions League run, Lewandowski just scored he scored what, the fifth or sixth goal in the 8-2? Did he score against Lyon? Did he score against PSG? Did he score in the Super Cup final? Just saying. But we saw what Neuer did. We saw what Neuer did. We saw what Neuer did. Why do people come for me? HH strains his eyes just to keep up his image. He deserves a wing built just for this. Leave me alone, man. Let the guy live, man. Let me live. Can I live? Can I live? Like in the words of Jay-Z, Sean Carter, Unreasonable Doubt. Can I live? Can I live? God damn. The heck? Okay, let me let me straighten this. But guys, by the way, the Nintendo Switch is flipping amazing, man. I was playing Zelda Breath of the Wild till about 5 a.m. this morning. It's very hard to decide, number one, between Neuer and Lewandowski because Bayern wouldn't have won the seal without either of them. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. You push a hard bargain. You remove Lewandowski. Tough. He scored a lot of goals, which is why it makes my points of those key goals. So if you remove Lewandowski, are you saying that Gnabry, Muller, Coman, all these dudes wouldn't find a way to score? Joshua Kimmich? Maybe not. But as I said again, Lewandowski's just scored 1 goal in the 8-2. Lewandowski didn't score against Lyon. Lewandowski didn't score against in the PSG, but he did G up, and he got a lot of his goals in the group stages. So the Bayern make it past the group stage without Lewandowski. And against Chelsea, yes, Lewandowski was involved in a lot of the goals, but if you take away Lewandowski, are you saying that Bayern team doesn't still beat Chelsea? Who knows? If you take away Neuer, does another keeper make that decision to keep standing, to put off Depay in that 1v1? Does the keeper make that save against Marquinhos? Does the keeper make that save against your boy Neymar? Because those were key saves in a final. Neymar scores that chance, who knows where we are? Marquinhos scores that chance, who knows where we are in that final where a goal is... So it's tough because they were both very important. They're both important, but it's like something tells me that Neuer may have been slightly more important. And that is my thing. Lewandowski's thing is in terms of just the amount of goals he scored. He was important, but the amount of goals he scored. Neuer was key. He made key plays. So that's the thing there. Hopefully this battery ain't going to run out. Where we are. So Lewandowski helps the team in pressing and his hold-up play. True. No, I mean, it's like, that's where the whole team thing comes, where like Lewandowski does more than just score goals. Like he really helps sort of like bring the team together and stuff. So he's big time. So I am frightened. I know what this guy does, man. I know what this guy does. But just that, it's a question: who was more and more important? Who's more important, man? All right. From your boy, Armchair Critic, man. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Armchair Critic. Thank you much. Listen, bro, I know Messi lost 8-2, but how exactly was his season worse than KDB. He had 21 Gs, 26 As. Anyone else would be top 5 with those stats. But you see, Armchair, when we're dealing with football, football isn't the NBA. Football isn't NFL. This isn't just a stats sport. This and the beauty of football is why, because I love the NBA and everything, but the reason why football is my number one sport is that in football we look behind the numbers. So yeah, he also got those numbers, but it's mixed with eights and this is the thing, and you can say it's harsh and everything. Because he was on the pitch when they lost 8-2, you can't put him top 5. No matter what he does in the season, and that is harsh. Because people say, wait a minute, how can one game negate everything I've done? If you lost 8-2, because you lost 8-2, just for that, and you were on the pitch, walking, you can't be in the top. You can't. I mean, like, thank you for what you did, congrats, and we tip your hands towards you being able to do, but can't put you top 5. Nah. Negative. We can't put you top 5. No way. Like 8-2 is 8-2. 8-2 is 8-2. And again, we're looking at beyond the numbers because it is, look at what KDB helped provide his team. And look at what he's able to do for the team. And also, let's be real, for most of the La Liga season, a lot of guys were saying that Ter Stegen was saying, what's up? And also, you can't keep start padding against Tapas Bas FC and Vivo United, and Ablamos FC and an FC Ablamos, man. Come on, bro. Like, do something in the CL and they're in the CL, man. But Bayern Munich said, "What up?" So, you can't. Look, man, that's the thing, bro. Messi, I love you, man. Superb player. 8-2, man. 8-2, bro. 8-2. All right. Oh, why? Hey, look at me, man. Hey, my gosh, man, look at how much I mean. This is how close I'm gonna be to this effing screen, man. How does Giorgio Chiellini not have a CL World Cup? The dude has been around for 3,000 years. Well, because World Cup is very difficult to win. Let's start there. World Cup is a very difficult thing to win, and the CL, Juventus are just CL chokers, and because they've had opportunities, 2015, 2017, and they've just choked. But yeah, there are players who, look, Maldini has been playing since the early 90s. Since the early 90s, Maldini has been around. Never won a Euros, never won a World Cup. Just think about that. Look, Maldini definitely been playing a lot longer than him. Never won a Euros, never won a World Cup. And that's even deeper. So forget Chiellini, look at Maldini. From a boy, I'm too critical. Do you think PSG is Neymar's last top club? Something tells me no. Something tells me that I really feel that Neymar is going to end up at another big-time top club. I just don't know which it is. Could be Barcelona. Could be Man City. Could even be Liverpool. I don't think it's going to be Bayern. Could be Juventus. Could even be maybe a whole revitalized Inter. So, I mean, because I feel that PSG are going to break away those players, and I just see a situation where like the owners say, "Look, man, we're out," and the owners pretty much pull out their cash and say, "Look, man, this whole thing, yeah, man, let's just get the heck out of here, man. What I mean, we're done, we're cool, and we're finito now." So, but yeah, I don't think that's going to be his last top club. From your boy, my Ola 1990. Thank you for the dub. 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 I do say Messi's ability is better than Cristiano. While Cristiano's silverware for club and country, he's more successful than Messi. Does it define Cristiano is better than Messi based on his silverware? No. Because we have to be clear with what conversation are we having. if we are having a conversation based on, so basically, if we're having a conversation based purely on who is the better player, silverware has nothing to do with it. Riquelme is one of the best midfielders I've ever seen, based on his ability. Silverware is what team did he play for? Who was the manager? How good was the system? How did he fit into the system? And so forth. Cristiano was very important to that Real Madrid side. That was a very good Real Madrid side. Ramos is a top 5 defender. Modric is a top 5 midfield. I mean, that was, because as we were discussing on the Sunday Hangouts, Real Madrid had in every position the top 5 players in their position at their peak. So that was a very good Real Madrid side. He also played for what many people consider one of the greatest managers of all time, Alex Ferguson. 2 CLs in 20 years though, but fair enough. But you played under Fergie, so you can't use silver to say a guy was better. Stefan Grevache has a World Cup. Arbeloa has a Euro, World Cup, Champions League. Arbeloa. Is Arbeloa now better than Ashley Cole? Is Arbeloa now better than Marcelo or Zanetti? So you can't use silverware, to rank one player as better. Like, this is why I say when I say someone is, that's why I say there's 2 things: better, greater. I think greatness is ability mixed with trophies. Better is trophies is not doesn't even come into better is man. Forget what you've done. Who is just a better player? Which is why it's that Hazard is a better player than Cristiano. Nothing to do with silverware. Cristiano is 10 times greater than Hazard. 10 times. And Hazard is never sniffing Cristiano's greatness. Never. Nothing has to do with his greatness. Based on you as a player, impacts on the sport, consistency, trophies won, everything. Hazard not sniffing Cristiano. But if just forgets trophies, just ability against ability, of course Hazard is better. Which is why I said what I was saying isn't crazy of Hazard has been a better player than Cristiano. But you being better doesn't mean anything when you're making a team. So as I said, Mahrez is a better player than Salah. But I would rather have Salah on my team than Mahrez. So guys, you see some things out. Football isn't 1 + 1 = 2. It is far more complex. And if people just understood the complexity of the sport, we would be in a much better position, All right, what else are you guys saying? So how many people, because I don't think I said, how many people would vote for Neuer to be given Player of the Year? How many people would vote for Neuer to be given Player of the Year? Because see, for me, and again, this is the thing that Bart Simpson, Lamb said, which is these awards are very biased towards attacking players. And I think for football, we always look at, okay, who are the attackers? Who are the attackers? Who are the attackers? Who are those guys who are, goals, assists. And it's like, football is more than goals and assists. It's about the tackles. It's about ball possession. It's about positioning. It's about, everything is important because you're like, okay then, you attackers, you go then. We will not do any defending. If we don't do any defending, we lose the game. We lose the game. So, there has to be an equal amount of appreciation for the goal scorers, the playmakers, the defenders, the tacklers, and the shot stoppers. All those things need the same appreciation. So we're saying Lever, he should have won in 2014. Basically, 2014 it would have made sense for a German player to win for sure. I think 2014 was Christina, I think. Yeah, I mean, it was a good shout for him to win in 2014. So it just shows you the absurdity, because that was such an insult when in the 2014 World Cup, they gave the award to Messi, who wasn't even the best player on Argentina's team. I was like, guys, like, what are you doing here? Like, that. But I'll be real with you. If you're saying for the 2014 year, again, how good did Bayern do in the Champions League? I'm like, because remember, that's when, I think that's when Real Madrid said what's up to them. For me, if you're just talking about that World Cup, Robin was the best player at that 2014 World Cup. But for that year, It's a tough one. It's a tough one, you know. But I think that no, it would still make sense because every time there's a World Cup here, it has to always give extra weighting to the World Cup. It has to give extra weighting to the World Cup, which is key. Guys, short break. I will still be here. Just gonna do a quick camera change. So I'll be back in 5 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves and everything. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Quick camera change while this camera thing is getting juice and power. So guys, 5 minutes and your boy will be back. Back in the game. Back in the game. Just have to do a quick change, man. A quick change. We're back in the game. We'll go back in the game, man. We're back in the game. All right. What are you guys saying? So, Griezmann, Messi, Fati, is it enough to win the CL? No, it's not. You need a lot more than that, So, because I told you, I don't rate Griezmann that highly. That's what we do. I mean, he's cool and everything, but I just don't really rate Griezmann that highly, But I think that you need a lot more tools than that to win a. And also, how hungry is Messi? That's one thing. Is Messi that hungry? But look, man. I said again, look. Bayern Munich again. Shout out to Sevilla again. I'm going to give another shout out to Sevilla. Shout out to guys. Let's give a shout out to Jesus Navas, because this was a dude who I remember when he then came to Man City. I was like, oh wow, boom, this guy can be winging and everything, and it's flopped. It's failed, And for most guys, you think, oh my gosh, that's like the end of my career. I'm done. I'm finished. But he put his head down, said, nah, I'll still ride through. And I'll be real with you, because I was never a big fan of Navas at Man City. And when I saw him, I'm like, yeah, this is a skilled player, but a very limited player who doesn't seem to really know what he's doing. And just seems just to be running around very, very aimlessly whenever he has the ball. But for Sevilla, watching the games with him, especially being captain, he's been money. So, and also, guys, as well, like that Bayern backline, man, they were taking a lot of risks. And I just think that if they keep on taking these risks, then it's not going to pop off. Oh, no! I changed camera because my HD camera was my HD camera went off, man. That's the thing. My HD camera went off. Oh, why? What's up? Is the quality just? Oh, what the heck happened? Oh wow! yeah. Now I can see. Okay, wait. Let me try and come out and come back in. Wait. All right, how is the quality now? Hopefully the quality is is it so is it as VHS quality. So hopefully the quality is better. Okay, I went and went and came back in. So it should hopefully be better. It should hopefully be better now. Aha! Well, we're back. We're back. Yay! Guys, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Look, man, we're trying our hardest here. I told you. This is a one-man crew. Man. One-man crew. So we have to do our best here. We have to do our best. We have to do our best. Look at this Ijebu man. So you believe that I'm so poor, and yes, I am poor. That I'm basically stealing Wi-Fi from the neighbor. Oh my gosh, man! Look at this man. But I said, look, let's just look at this Bayern Munich side. They are beatable, and I'm not taking anything away, because for me, I'm not one of those guys that are like, oh my gosh, Bayern are so amazing. 8-2. They won 8-2. They won on this one like they cannot. They're this super amazing team. Be very clear here. Thiago doesn't make them worse. He's a loss. It doesn't make them worse, because I still feel that the value they get in Leroy Sané, that is a great trade-off. But my thing though is They didn't get lucky this past season. This is a very, very good team. And this is a very aggressive team. A team that really overwhelms you. And I think when this team gets going, they really get at you. But my thing is, you see, the thing with, again, you look at Real Madrid. The thing with Real Madrid, you always, as long as Benzema, Cristiano, Bale were in that team, these were guys who you just felt that these guys are going to score on you. See, Gnabry is quality. Lewandowski, we know is quality. Muller is quality. But there was just something about Bale, Benzema, Cristiano, where like, these guys are going to find a way to score. And you see, here's the key difference. See, Bayern Munich, how they score is team. They score through team play. Bale, you're just going to just score an overhead skills kick. You just pump the ball, bow, Cristiano, boom, smack it. Benzema, dribble through some guys, booming through, or just maybe just stand in front of carriers. So I would be very surprised. I'd be very surprised if Bayern defend it. I'd be surprised if Bayern defend their title, but they can. They can because it is a very good team. It is still a very strong team. And how many great teams are out there? And specifically, let's look at the big dogs. If we look at the big dogs, Real Madrid and Barcelona, they're not even in the conversation. They're not even in the conversation to compete. So those two big dogs are already out of the conversation. So all that's really left in the field in terms of like the big kind of teams is Liverpool and PSG. I mean, maybe Chelsea and everything, but it's Liverpool and PSG. So, as if Bayern Munich avoid Liverpool and PSG, no one else is beating them. But if they made Liverpool and PSG, it'll be interesting. I would like to see PSG against Bayern Munich again, maybe even over two. I would love to see a Bayern Munich against PSG over 2 legs. That would be interesting. That'd be an interesting game to see. And Liverpool against Bayern Munich would be a superb game. I would love to see that game. Okay, just stand in front of carriers. Man, that guy suffered, man. That guy suffered. So again, I think because I was far away, so most of you guys were saying Neuer. I take it. With regards to who could say what's up more. Look on the YouTube page. Look on the YouTube page. The CL draw is on Thursday, and we shall be doing, as we do every year, we will be doing a live CL draw reacciones to the thing. Let's hope and let's pray that Chelsea gets something faithful and good. Let's hope and we pray that something Chelsea gets a good old team, man. The good old team, man. So basically, so you guys are still saying Lewandowski. These guys are still saying Lewandowski. Yeah, this is what I don't know. Is the CL knockout format just one leg? I don't know, because again, what was interesting was how they now have fans. So maybe what you're not going to be seeing are now fans going to be introduced. I am assuming that maybe they can do this quarantine travel, but we're hearing that England could be under a national lockdown very soon. So I think that it could be a similar situation where it's one venue and it's one leg. So basically like a World Cup. So basically like an extended World Cup. I still think that it's still going to be it's probably still going to be like one venue that they're going to be doing it. But I don't really know whether they're going to extend it or not. Yeah, I mean, because I don't think guys can travel. There's still countries that are still dealing with this effing virus, man. So you're not going to be doing that whole home and away thing. So and look, as long as there's for football, I'm happy, man. You know, beggars cannot be choosers, man. What else you guys saying, man? You know, what else are you guys saying? So Sane, man, how well do you guys think that Sane is gonna do for this Bayern boys? Because I rate him so highly. I rate him so highly. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, the qualifiers have been over 2 legs, which I find strange because I'm like, guys can still travel. It's still I'm still constant. So maybe it is 2 legs. Maybe it is, and if it is, said again, it suits teams like Liverpool, maybe Barcelona, and so forth, because I would have liked to have seen, if Liverpool had beaten Atletico, I'd have liked to have seen how they would have fared going through. Zuating TV, thank you for the super chat. Zuating TV, thank you. H. Neuer is the GOAT goalkeeper and is top 5 players today. Bro, for what Neuer has done, I mean, how old is Neuer? He's 34. Neuer is 34 years of age. He's 34. So, for a guy of his age to still be saying what's up, it's big time. Like, bro, like, he's putting a very strong argument. It's like, I don't want to be reactionary and just say things like that, but he's putting an excellent argument to be crowned the greatest keeper of all time. Like, what's the name of that Russian dude? Like, I can't remember the name. That this Russian dude who amazing with like this spider keep and everything. Okay, cool. But for what he's done and how he's taken the goalkeeping position to the next level, and just clutch saves, key saves, consistency, and at 34 years of age, he's the best keeper in the world right now. And I think that is what is so amazing, is that 2014, which is for 13-15, was the best keeper in the world, 100%. Then he had his injury. Then he saw Hair try to take the crown. Then Couture tried to take the crown. Then Edison, for Paris, we thought he would take the crown. Then Couture, then Alisson tried to take the crown. And then Stegen, for a period, it was, it's Stegen. But then Neuer was like, all you guys are pretenders. I've come and I've said what's up. Oh, Lev Yashin. All right, guys. Really? So what? Lev Yashin is now the greatest keeper in the world because what told he is? Nah, bro. Oh, by the way, I think someone asked, this is the best cake you've ever found. Shout out to my English amigos, but this is called Kipling cake. I think it's Rudyard Kipling cake. This cake is off the chain. And also, yes, they're doing a deal at Sainsbury's. They're normally like £1.10, they're £1. Bro, I stocked up big time. So, It's my cake, man. Oh. I think I even mentioned this a little bit before. I have massive respect for Casillas. Huge respect. P. Casillas was big time. And look, he made 2 massive saves in the World Cup final. Biggest game in football. So for that, I really have my dub. Let's look at their careers. Casillas' career was like, Neuer's career has been like, you know. So that's the thing. Now, if we're doing it based on skill level versus skill level, Neuer's sweeper keeper ability, I think, puts him over the edge. Reflexes, shot stopping, command of the area, composure, handling. Neuer might have better footwork than Casillas. Because if it was weird, but I think Neuer's footwork might be better. But what puts him over the edge is Neuer's sweeper keeper ability. The reason how Neuer is able to read the game so well, come off his line, be able to anticipate the ball over the top and get the ball over the striker, bro, it's no, but no, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of analysis that you get here, man. So Neuer overall is money, and I think thing with Casillas is that okay, you shouldn't really look at the guy at his lowest, but if you look at Casillas' career, like at FC Porto, it was looking dodgy. And remember, his last few times for Real Madrid, it was looking sketchy. It was looking sketchy for him at Real Madrid, hence why they sold him to FC Porto, because he was declining. Neuer isn't declining. You know, we thought he was declining. He then said, wait a minute, you thought you forgot about Dre. He's come back. You know, see, if just like Germany doesn't have the team to win the Euros, if Germany win a Euros, if Neuer can just get a Euro medal, then I mean, his repertoire is scary. His repertoire is scary. Neuer or Prime Check? Prime Check was big. Again, Neuer, there's more to Neuer's game. They are similar in terms of shot stopping, handling, all these things. But Neuer again brought more to his game. Did Check have better footwork? Could he come out from his goal? Could he read the game as well? Could he sweep as well? You know, so anybody you bring, the only guys where it's a conversation, but yeah, if you bring Buffon to me, again, there's more to Neuer's game because Neuer expanded what a goalkeeper could do. If you bring Oliver Kahn to it, again, superb keeper, amazing leader. Kahn might actually be in my all-time go-to 11, which I'm going to do very soon, my all-time go-to 11. But again, just more to Neuer's game. Neuer brought a lot more to what was expected for a goalkeeper. So that's my thing, man. An informed Sane or an informed Sancho? I would still say, even if I prefer Sancho's football, I think an informed Sane is frightening. Like, an informed Sane is borderline unstoppable, you know, because you're dealing with speed. Which is why I said, like, if Arnon did get his injuries, Arnon would have been the GOAT, because whenever you're doing skills at speed, you know, Sancho is super skillful and he can play playmaker, he can play number 10 and so forth. But the thing though is, Sane, if you're not saying Sane fully informed, he's direct and he's fast and he can dribble and he's coming at you. He's coming straight for you, fully straight for you with tremendous frightening speed. That's frightening, bro. That is frightening. So for me, an informed Sane, guy is saying what's up, man. That guy is saying flipping what's up. That guy is saying flipping what's up, man. I'm not answering that question, bro. I'm not answering that question, man. I'm not answering that question. Low-key, Bayern's squad isn't that great this year to win the CL. I think Flick is making them great. Their backline is very shaky, yes. Sule, Pava, Boateng, all average, and they have zero squad depth now. I wouldn't say zero squad depth. I still think that Tolisso can come in and do a job. Theo Hernandez, as we've seen, can come in and deputize very well for Alphonso Davies. I look at that defense and I'm like, how aren't these guys conceding more? Sule, I've never rated Sule. Boateng, he's been doing all right. But this in 2014 Boateng. Alaba has been great as a defense. I think Alaba has been great, but it's just not his strongest position. But yeah, Pava, are we now saying Pava is one of the top right backs in the world? So which is why I just said that it goes back to the whole Pep thing. Pep did great. Of course he did great. Of course he deserves some kudos for that treble. You had a very good team. You had an extremely good team. Top tier players. Man for man, that 09 Barcelona side is better than this Bayern Munich side. Man for man. Are we now saying that Joshua Kimmich, Thiago Alcantara, or Goretzka are better than Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta? Are we saying the front three of Henry, Eto'o, Messi is worse than the front three of Lewandowski, Gnabry, and Coman or Sané? Even look at the defense. Puyol, Piqué, Dani Alves. I mean, come on, man. I mean, what are we saying, man? What are we saying? So yeah, like even looking at this game, I was like, because something about Sule he just feels cumbersome. It just feels like there's a mistake there that if you put enough pressure on him, he'll fold. Which is why it would be very interesting to see Liverpool face this side, because my thing is, Liverpool with the speed of Salah and the potency of Mane could cause them some serious issues. So Hansi, which is why I just think that it's. I don't know whether they've bought a defender. Someone is saying is Passes a defender, but it would be advisable for them just for security to get a really good top tier defender. Like if they're able to get like an Upamecano, I think that would be a smart buy to get an Upamecano. But again, if they defend their title, I will be shocked. And that'll be very impressive, man. You see this trash? You see, I mean, there are few things in this world that I hate more than useless, like rubbish football takes. I'm not even going to justify that nonsense with a response, man. So that's my thing, man. But remember, guys, Q&A is tomorrow, so I'll definitely dig into your room. So think up great questions. Remember, think up good, great questions, because Q&A we will pop off 10 sharp. Someone to getting your questions in there, man. But look, man, I said again, look, man, I am interested to see what Sané does, and my hope is that Sané stays fit. Because if Sané stays fit and he's combining with Gnabry, man, that is a frightening front line. That is a frightening front line, and that is a front line that can really, really say what's up. That is a front line that can really, really say what's up, for sure. But my fear is if Sané goes down and he goes injured, that could be. But obviously, they got Coman, and I think Coman is a great. See, Coman is not a starter for Bayern. I don't think he's not going to be a starter, but he's great to come in. And as we say again, he can, like, look, he had a great game in RCL final. But all because he had a great game in RCL final does not now mean that, oh, this guy should now be playing every single game and so forth. Nah. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. Actually, do you miss the flying? Isn't the flying Dutchman Van Persie? Van Persie is a flying Dutchman. Of course, I miss Robin. Robin is one of my favorite players of all time. You know, Robin was one of my favorite players of all time. So of course, I miss Robin. Robin. As I said again, Robin invented the inside forward position. So Robin is our flipping dude, man. And yeah, look, see, Goretzka for me is similar to how I view Muller. If you just take him in a vacuum, I wouldn't call him an amazing midfielder. Would you call him like a top midfielder in terms of just ability and what he can do, skill set? But he's effective, and he is super effective for this Bayern team, and he's super effective for what Hansi Flick wants to do. That was a really good goal. And I think that, you know, that is what his expertise is, apart from just being a great hard worker, super physical, looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, presses like crazy, and just how he's able just to come in late with those shots to really put that ball in. I just think that he plays a good, nice, important role for this. So that is why I say football is so complicated. It's so complicated because football is not about, oh my gosh, he can dribble. Oh, he can make these amazing passes. He'll be great for this team. Like, why didn't Riquelme work at Barcelona? We know how good Riquelme is, but why didn't he work? Is what it is. Why didn't Torres work at Chelsea? Why didn't Ibrahimovic work for Barcelona? And that was peak Ibrahimovic. Why didn't he work at Barcelona? It's about having the right fit. All because you're an amazing player doesn't mean that you will fit into every single team. No. So I just think that, you know, for Goretzka, he fits this team perfectly. He fits this team perfectly, and he fits this team for what they want to do, specifically what Hansi Flick wants to do in terms of press high, harass the opposition, be very, very, very physical, and he wants his midfielders to making those runs into the box, because hence why when they are at the attack, their midfielders get right up in there. So he wants a lot of action just outside the D. Having an epiphany. What do you mean, bro? Why are these guys hating on Chelsea, man? Why are you guys hating on Chelsea? What are you guys saying? Bayern need another technical midfielder to play alongside Kimmich and Goretzka to control more the games from midfield and don't get exposed on the break. Again, I don't think Thiago is a huge, massive, big miss. I don't think so. But I do see what they are missing with him going. So it's not like, oh my gosh, Thiago is gone, we're screwed, we're finished, we can't do anything. No, but he did give them something. I think what he gave them is, you look at that game right now against Sevilla, look at the amount of breakaways that Sevilla had. Look at the amount of times that Sevilla really were getting good transitions. What Thiago would do is like, all right, guys, for 5 minutes, let's just keep the ball. 5 minutes, and in those 5 minutes, we keep the ball, we take the momentum away from Sevilla, and we then stifle their belief, and we then restrict the amount of attacks that they have. But in Kimmich, Goretzka, because Kimmich is a very good midfielder, don't get it twisted. I keep telling people Joshua Kimmich is going to surprise a lot of people this season, because this dude is really good, and this is his best position. Like, his best position is midfield. Like, what's it called? Like, Parker members, you obviously see the blog that I wrote about Joshua Kimmich, about how this is a huge season for Kimmich. It's a massive season for him, because right now you're the Thiago replacement. But it might be advisable for Bayern to get a controller, just a skilled, technically based midfielder in there. And I think that is because I was okay, why? But I think that is why Flick went to 4-3-3 in the game, because I was like, why are you taking off Sane? But he saw how many transitions Sevilla were getting. So he was like, you know what? Let's go to 4-3-3. Let me just put Tolisso in there, just put an extra body in there and just get better possession of the ball and better control of the game. And luckily, the guy that he brought on, Javi Martinez, was able to say what's up. So, the team is very well coached, which is why you have to give a lot of credit to Hansi Flick. Is this team more talented than any of the Barcelona sides? Is this team more talented than the 2013 side? Because Gnabry and Sane are money. Robin and Ribery, that's like the best. That is the best wing pairing of all time. In terms of a left and a right winger, that is the best wing pairing that we've ever seen in football. Basically, robbery. So there are good players, but they're not the most talented side. So I think this is a team based off primarily coaching. Primarily coaching. So Hansi Flick has done an amazing job. But yeah, I mean, this is a big season for Joshua Kimmich, man. This is a big season for Joshua Kimmich. What else you guys saying? Can you see Houssem Ouar in this team? I could, but my thing though is how well would he transition to how intensive he wants the team to play, specifically with, all right, this is now when we attack, can really be intensive. But I can understand what you mean by Houssem Ouar, because Houssem Ouar is a good passer off of the ball. I think I don't think his vision and range of passing is like on the level of Thiago's, but he's a very good decent midfielder. Like for me, he's like a tier 3, maybe upper tier 3 kind of midfielder. I'll also say upper end tier 3 player. So yeah, I think he could fit into the team. I don't really know whether he's the first player I would go for personally. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's the best one I go for. So Sevilla are excellent at shutting down the wing as well. It was a great sub. Yeah, no. For me, no. Look, shout out to Loptigi, because let's admit that Sevilla were the inferior team, but they really did their best to try and win the game, and they put themselves in great positions. I mean, football is about these moments, man. Again, you just look at that. Like Nezuri chance that he had in the 87th minute, and this is even after the sub that Bayern made, because that's the thing about this Bayern side, is that because they are so attacking and they commit so many men forward, you're always going to have to chance, because every formation has a weak spot. Every formation has a weak spot. If you sit deep, all right, that means you have less attackers. That means we're going to come for you and everything. If you're balanced and everything, okay, are you attacking? Are you defending? If you're attacking, that means you leave guys behind in defenses. Every single tactic has a weak spot. Just that the really great teams don't allow you to exploit their weak spots. But the thing about Bayern is that we've seen guys get in good positions and have amazing chances, but they've just not put them away. And the thing about football is that it's not about, oh my gosh, we have so many chances and if only there's no such thing as if only at this level of football. It's either you did it or you didn't do it. Sevilla, you had 2 amazing opportunities. Chief Neuer said, what's up? He said, what's up? I know Neuer was made a great save. You can't miss a 1v1, bro. 87th minute, you have a 1v1, you have to score. You have to score. I'm sorry. There's no excuse. You just have to. You have to score. There's no excuse whatsoever. So that's my thing, man. That's my thing, man. But let's see. Let me see. First of all, let's just see what the groups bring on Thursday, and let's see who's in what group, because obviously Bayern could, telling this right now, I have a feeling that Bayern could potentially get Barcelona. We could potentially get Barcelona. All right, guys, look, man, so just to round off again, so well done to Bayern Munich, man. Superb season. And I think this, even if it's at the new season, this sort of caps off the season, really. You know, the Super Cup. Treble, Super Cup, 4 trophies. Superb season. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how Leroy Sané and Gnabry combine. But shout out to Sevilla. And I think this is a very good Sevilla side. And what I want from Sevilla is I want you to really, really go for it in the Champions League. I'll be very disappointed based on just how well Sevilla played in this game. The impressive Europa League win, if they then end up messing up in the Champions League, and they end up not even leaving their group in the Champions League. Now that would just be weird. So I hope that doesn't happen. So as long as that doesn't happen, that'd be good. So I want Sevilla to at the very least make it to the knockout stages. I don't want you guys dropping down to the Europa League. But for Bayern Munich, man, this is a good team. And this is a team that has superb chemistry. And 1,000%, these guys will be saying, why not? If Real Madrid can, why can't we? So I still don't think they will. But for sure, they are amongst the favorites for the CL. And they can. I don't think they will, but they can, and they're capable of doing it, man. So that's the thing, man. That's the thing. So, guys, peace out. Stay true. Stay real. Again, shout out to all of my patrons out there. Thank you. I love you for the support. Their support is much appreciated to all of my patrons and to all of the Football Hut members. Thank you. The support is appreciated. And to all of you guys, bricks and non-bricks, thank you. I will see you. So obviously, I'll be on the football dugout, where we'll be previewing the games, and we'll be back here tomorrow for 10 p.m. to do hopefully a marathon, a full-on marathon, hopefully like a 3-4 hour Q&A with hopefully some breaks in between. So hopefully try and join me there for a nice good old marathon Q&A. Hopefully maybe I'll even bring in some guests in here as well. So guys, peace out, stay true, stay real, and your boy is out. Peace. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.